Welcome everybody to tonight's live stream. Today we are going to feature how you guys can make these 6-inch swim baits. All right, a lot of people are getting into the soft plastic hand pouring, and tonight we're going to show you guys exactly what it's going to take to do that. I've got everything laid out here, and we're going to just do a step-by-step description on settings, things you need, tips and tricks, colors, everything. So you guys make sure to stay tuned, and we're going to get this show started. I see everybody's tuning in tonight. We got Norb, Sean, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. This should be a very informative live stream. I'm going to go over a lot of stuff in detail, that a lot of things, you know, call them the youngsters or the newbies, you know, just it's trial by fire. Let's put it that way.
What colors are we doing tonight?
What color are we doing tonight? Well, it's going to be basically Ozark Shad is the color I'm going to be doing. It's a holographic bottom, kind of a purple pearl middle, and a black and purple highlight on the back. It's going to be a very, very nice color. It works all over a lot of places. If you got a shad, this thing's going to imitate it. It's very natural looking. It is very close to this right here. The camera shows it pretty gray on the back, but it's not. It's got pretty good violet in it. So with that, we're going to start on kind of the how-to on the swim bait, right? So everything I'm going to reference tonight is hand pours. Who's laughing? I see somebody laughing.
Hey,
what
Danny.
the hell are you wearing? It isn't red. I got to change it up, man. I had to dig this out so I could find it, right? So, need to be able to angle that camera a little bit more. 6-inch swim baits, right? What all do you need for hand pouring? Everything tonight's going to be hand pour. Well, we might do some injection once we're done with the hand pours. So, what do you need? Well, a couple things to start off with. One, same with injection, you need gloves. But for hand pouring, you need damn good gloves. All right, this stuff's going to be really hot, and you're going to be holding on to it for a very long time. Two, of course, is molds. Take one of these out so you guys can see them. This is the Angling AI 6-inch hand pour mold, right? It shows the bait down inside. I've got the camera on a different angle, so I've got a left is right and right's left. But that's what you got. This one, sorry, the light is pretty tough, has a hook slot in it. There is the profile of your bait. So this is the 6-inch version. They make a 5 now. I've got a 4. 4 inches is pretty hard to get creative in. That's the other thing with hand pouring. The sky's the limit. Whereas injection, you're kind of forced into 2, 3 colors, roughly. There's ways around it. Hand pouring, you can put 6, 8, 10, 12 different colors in this thing and make it look very elaborate, all right? I'm not the most artistic person, so I haven't gone down that road, but tonight we're just going to do a 3-layer, pretty standard, pretty good shad. We got Ranger Dog over here is getting ready to go nuts. So you need gloves, you need the mold. They make aluminum and what is it? Hey,
Yeah.
they make aluminum, and they also make what is it? Stink-X baits. Made some.
Rosin?
No, not rosin. It's another silicone. Boom. It's coming back to me now. Silicone molds. I don't have any of those. Everything's aluminum. The nice thing about aluminum is you can see I have got a hot plate right here that I can heat the mold up with. Other than that, you need your standard Pyrex, your microwave, and another thing down here, which we're getting ready to show you guys, is a vacuum chamber. You don't exactly need a vacuum chamber for open pour molds, hand pouring swim baits. But if you want your bait to consistently have great quality, you need it. You're going to have to buy it. There's just really no way around it. Takes a little more time, but your consistency and the quality of your baits is so much better. The reason for the vacuum chamber is to get all the air out of the plastisol. So I'm going to shut up, and we're going to start nuking a little plastic so you guys can see exactly how this goes. So this is not the plastic I'm going to be using tonight. I've already got all my plastic done, colored up, ready to just heat up and place in the molds, but I figured we would show you guys exactly how this is going to go. So step 1, all right, since I know this is going in a vacuum chamber, there's one important thing you need to do. Don't fill your cup to the top with plastic. when you put this in a vacuum chamber, it is going to expand as it's pulling that air out. And if you don't have anywhere for that stuff to expand, you've got a mess to clean up. All right. So this is a 2 cup. It's got 1 cup of plastic in it. We're going to heat it up, get it up to temperature. I always always vacuum my plastic hot. I want to get it to 350 degrees or higher. So let's get that going. 1 cup of plastic in this microwave, probably 2.5 minutes will be good. So now that I'm waiting on that, I can see what some of these people, I see Tyler saying something about Pro Staff. No. Where is my, I need my production manager to read all this. Do I have a 2 and a 3 inch, 4 inch swim baits as well? I've got 4 inch, I do not have 3. That is coming. We got all sorts of people tuning in. What's up, Frankie, Robert, Mike? This is going to be the 6 inch swim bait, Mike. What's up, everybody? Cliff, and we got a lot of people. Mr. Price. There's all sorts of people tuning in. So thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, we're going to go all the way down the list. What it takes for swim baits. And you catch up on that while I'm nuking. Tyler said something about Pro Staff. He's dreaming. You have to scroll up. Ranger. Put you in the garage, boy. What do they say?
See,
we
Kim
got
asked 3 and 4.
Yeah, I already got there.
Okay.
Keep scrolling up. No, the other way. The other way. Already got that far. Come on.
You said Tyler said something about Pro Staff. Scroll up and look at it.
What's up, Johnny? What were the molds you got in the other day? I'm gonna get to that. Stay tuned. I'll show you. It's a damn good mold. She was eating tacos. Leave her be. Yeah, no, she wasn't eating tacos. So one thing to do. All right, here's a tidbit. This is a good, important piece of information. This hot plate, all right, aluminum molds, right? What's the reason for it? To get this aluminum mold up to temperature. That's the advantage of aluminum over silicone. I can heat these molds up 1,000,000 times and it's not going to hurt them at all. Silicone, not good. Huh?
Not doing any scents today, are we?
Scents?
Any scented?
No, no scented stuff. No. So while I've got plastic heating up, typically this is when I will turn this on. And what do I turn this on to? I set mine to just a tick above 200 degrees. And you want to make sure these go ahead and get on up to temperature before you start putting the plastic in them. That will help each layer bond to each other without cold cracking and other things like that. If you do not get your bonding just right, you can literally take your swim bait and peel each layer off of each other when you're done. It's not very good. We got.
Yes, we did a different temperature for the 4s and the 6s.
No, it's all the same temperature. I set mine just right above 200. If you start getting into the skin pores and opening these molds up and putting plastic in them like that, getting real fancy with it, as I'll call it, you need to go higher. So what you would do is go ahead and set it at a little over 200. Go ahead and when you get the mold full, I would probably go ahead and bump your temperature up 250, 260, and let the molds sit and bake basically for 10, 15 minutes. That way everything gets really good. Yes. When we go to vacuum, you will need to grab the camera. Oh, there's some flake in it. It's not perfectly clear.
Really? Pull it out.
How warm are we here? Let me go a little longer. Like I said, I like to get it above 350 to 309. It's only a cup of plastic, so a little bit of time will not take long to get it on up. Hi, Ranger. Do we need to put you in the garage? What's up?
Unless you fished this weekend.
Did I fish this weekend? Not at all. Right. That's hot. I turned it on. Don't touch it. No, so don't have time for that story just yet, but maybe later in the show. We took a road trip Friday. We drove 12 hours Friday for 30 minutes worth of work. Got the boat wet though. So grab the camera.
All right.
We are going to show you guys the vacuum chamber. This is one of the most questioned items, you know, when it comes to bait making. Do you need it? Do you have to have it? This and that. So, I do not know if you can show these guys the air bubbles down in here.
Yes.
You see all those air bubbles? That is bad if you are going to pour this into your mold. All right, so this is why we go to the vacuum chamber. So come along. We got a dog in So this is pretty simple. Place your plastic down in here. One thing you want to make sure is that you place it in such a manner in the pot that whenever you release the air out of this, that it's not directly under it, because if you release it too fast, air will literally go down in your plastic and it will just splash everywhere inside. So close the burp valve, open that up, get it to start sucking, show them the gauge.
I'm trying, but this is super janky with the left-right stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, we can change that. Hold on. There we go. Now everything's backward, but it's okay. So you can see it's building pressure. I need to show them down in here. So you can see, I don't know if it'll focus, the air bubbles that are coming out of that plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, that helped a lot.
We got bad lighting in this place.
Yeah.
So basically, this is why you need to leave a little room on top of your plastic in your cup, because if you don't, you are going to have a mess. So you see now it's really going violent, right? So I'm down about as max volume as I can pull. So I'll go ahead and close the valve. You can see just how much air is in that plastic. There is a lot of air in that plastic.
I feel like I need to turn the light off.
Huh?
I feel like I need to turn the light off.
You're going to turn all of them off. So, what you will do is let that sit. I usually just let that sit for 2, 3, 4 minutes, and it'll eventually quit bubbling. And when it does, it's done. That's it.
Okay.
So I'll pull that out here in a little bit.
So do you want to fix your left-right stuff, or do you want to leave it this way?
Just leave it that way. If they've got the idea, everything's going to be backwards. That's all right. That's how we roll.
I was messing with my head trying to
Left is right, right. I know. I'm sitting here holding something. I'm like, which way do we go? All right. So, I don't know if you got any comments there. Now I'm heating up basically my first layer that I'm going to put in the mold.
Okay. Joe asked, how much are those?
How much are those?
The swim baits or the molds or?
Okay, one thing, the vacuum chamber. Where do you get one? All right, it's kind of hard to find. That one comes from Bait Plastics. There's many different places you can get them. It looks like a glorified kitchen pot with a vacuum pump attached to it. It's nothing real fancy. What else you got?
Different sizes and prices of vacuum chambers. Size-wise, it probably just kind of depends
There's
on...
a 3, so this is a 3-gallon. They make a 5. Price difference, not a lot. It's just a different size pot is all it is. That's about it on that. So that is still sitting in there vacuuming. I got my first, huh? What? The vacuum chambers are probably, don't quote me, 150, somewhere in there probably. So, had a little glitch there. What is going on, Mr. Kaufman? That's better, LOL, back to the normal spot. Yeah, I tried something different, so now you know. So, hopefully we get this plastic heated up. So these molds are getting saucy. Getting a little warm. So yeah.
Alright. Jeremy Mullins says he's just getting ready to start his own plastic. Advice to help a rookie out.
Advice to help a rookie out. His own plastic for hand pouring. Stay tuned. It's all going to be informative. Don't break the handle off the
Was it me?
off the microwave again. I had to super glue the handle back on the microwave. Used it too much. So here we go. This is going to be the first layer. This is literally nothing but plastic and glitter. No color, no nothing. Let's turn that on. A little warm. A little saucy. Okay. Check the temperature again. Make sure we're good and hot. We are plenty hot. What else? We got everybody tuning in here. Going to be doing Cinco and brush hogs, so you're going to be doing injection molds. Start with a single color. So here we go. I don't know how well you guys will see this. Just be careful. This is why you need a good glove, right? This thing's steaming ass hot. So over time, you'll get a good idea of what your molds are like. A good way to start is put the plastic in here to where it almost runs into the tail. This is why you want this stuff running, so it runs like water. It's actually been a little bit since I've done hand pour. You guys have been forcing me to do injection all the time. All them damn bait orders.
How many mess ups until you get this down to a science?
About 48 and a half. A lot. Yeah, it's a lot of time. Time and, you know, just learning how to do this. Now you see how clear this plastic is? That is all accredited to that vacuum chamber. If you didn't vacuum chamber this stuff, you would see every little air bubble. Because in swim baits, transparency is a lot. Less is more.
Yes, Riley does follow the world's worst fishing.
I watched his videos. I think everybody has. Chris Jones, good dude. He's probably gotten a lot of people into bait making. He has spent a lot of other people's money. And he would probably laugh at that fact. So there you go. That is color number 1. Now if I was a pro, I would already have color number 2. Baking. Nuking, whatever. Since it's just one little cup, it won't take long. So there you go. You can see, it's hard to see in the camera, but about right in here, my gloves look like crap. It starts to dive down into the tail. All right, you don't want that to go much farther than the arch, because if I went much further, it would start diving down into this tail portion. So what I'm going to do with the next layer is I'm just barely going to cover up what I've done. And that's going to kind of make that little lateral line that everybody likes to see on their baits. I'm going to put just the least amount in there as I can, but still have that plastic reach both sides of the mold.
Sean, the hot plate is as level as we can get it for right now. Sometimes we do bump it a little forwards or backwards.
Right. You will want is this method will tell you how out of level your table is very fast. I've actually got 2 quarters placed under the backside of it to help level this plate.
Brandon says, yeah, I'm about $1,000 deep because 2 a.m. World's Worst Fishing videos.
Yep, there you go.
You know that feeling all too well.
Yeah, I'm a little more than 1,000 though. God damn it, Josh. Yep. Nope, he makes good videos, good informative videos. A lot of people didn't like it when he started doing that because the cat's out of the bag, basically. It's all good. Okay.
Russell Crane says, what's up?
What's up, Russell? We got all sorts of people tuning in tonight, but yeah, we're going to just step by step how you do hand pour baits. This is a totally different animal than injection. Injection is very forgiving. This is not, but you can get so creative with this. It is just impressive, and I'm by no means a master. Right? There's guys that use 10 different colors in one bait. I don't have that much patience. That's my thing. I don't have that much patience.
Boy, Wisdom's on.
Wisdom, what's up? What else we got tuning in there?
Do you ever fish Smithville Lake?
Smithville Lake up north Kansas City. No, I have not. I've drove by it a bajillion times, but I have not actually stopped and fished it. Nope. Nope, that's up there not too far from the airport.
Right. Jay Freeman asks if you're selling any. Yes.
Am I selling any of these, or you know, yes, I guess, as the woman says, everything's for sale. She'll probably try to sell my molds.
Wisdom said, "Don't make me start drinking."
Hey.
No, just order some more baits. It'll be fine.
Yeah. That's why you wear gloves. Ranger.
Out.
Shoot, we're doing the garage. Alright, so you can show them this next color. Let's get a little glimpse of what it is. So this is just straight up purple pearl. Very little. Okay, so that's the thing with swim baits. Less is more, right? This is like just a hint of pearl in here. I mean, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can still see my entire knife in that pearl. Pull it out, and it looks like nothing there, right? That's just how little pearl there is. There's a couple chunks in here floating around, so I'm trying to get them to play nice. And we'll need just a little bit more heat. Typically my injection, I like to play less than 350. On hand pour, above 350. That way you get a nice run, and then you'll make sure you get a nice flat level. Everything looks good. You get to some of these baits in the store, and they're all just wavy, blotchy.
All right. Wisdom says, "Why can't I post a picture?" Did you block him?
No. Post a picture what, on the live stream?
Probably.
I don't think you can on live streams. I don't know.
Central Alabama is chiming in.
Who?
We got James Grunn from Central Alabama.
There you go, Central Al. I got baits going all over the place. We had a pretty good week as far as selling baits.
Jeff Adams is on.
Mr. Adams is up. All right, here we go. Watch just how little I put in here. I can't emphasize how much. I'm basically just going to barely cover that layer with this. I'm probably going to make a mess. So I'll charge extra. Yep. So you can see just how transparent this is. I'm going to let that just run.
Got someone from Central Arkansas and
New
Jersey.
We're at in Arkansas. I did a tour down there for work.
Eastern Kentucky.
Hey, that wasn't too far from where we were. Now, that is just barely turning things purple. I might have, and this is all part of it, folks, I might have wanted to go just a little bit stronger on my pearl. And that's it. I just barely put any in there.
Caps is on.
Mr. Caps, what's up? So, again, if I was a pro.
South of Little Rock and Benton.
Little Rock, yeah. I was working north of Little Rock.
Huntsville, Alabama, and South Carolina.
We got all sorts of people from the Southeast.
Southern California.
Ooh.
And Northwest Arkansas.
This live stream tonight was basically, normally we have a lot of fun, cracking a lot of jokes, all that sort of stuff. But tonight I kind of want to be pretty informative on how to do these hand pours. A lot of people are intimidated by them because it is, it is tough. You can see I boo-booed on this one. I went a little too far.
Yeah,
you see how that purple got past?
These things happen.
Yeah, you'll get that on a big job. But yeah, usually in swim baits, less is more. So now I've got my top layer cooking, melting, whatever you want to call it. Here, go.
Okay, so somebody asked why not use a small injector instead of just pouring.
You can't control it. You can't control the plastic as good.
Got people from West Virginia, North Carolina, Northwest Indiana. We were in Indiana for a little bit.
Okay, now I'm here, and I let this sit in the vacuum chamber for too long. Now this would take care of it. All I would have to do is reheat. I let it sit in here too long, so this is not a good demonstration, and I'm sorry. But if I were to peel this top layer back, all right, you can see just how clear that plastic is. It's basically see-through. I let it sit in the vacuum chamber for too long because I got busy talking. But you can see how clear it is. There is no air bubbles in that. The stuff around the side here does. I do not recommend peeling that and shoving it down into your plastic because basically you're putting the air bubbles back into your plastic. So that is the main reason for the vacuum chamber, mainly to get all the air bubbles out. So you can have a nice, clear, see-through bait, especially if you are pouring a bait that has a layer with no plastic in it, much like my first layer. It's nothing but holographic flake, and that's it. What other questions you got? Keep them coming, people. Come on. I'm here all night. Kind of.
Everybody's just from everywhere.
Everybody's from everywhere? Well, that's cool. That's great. That is great. Hopefully it's not snowing on your all's heads. It hasn't snowed here yet. It snowed north of us. It snowed south of us. It snowed everywhere. So, for the top layer is going to be black and a violet highlight. Don't tell me that don't look like the back of a shed.
We've got a message from Mike Croft, says he's in the green zone in Baghdad.
Wow. Hey, dude. That's cool. That is very cool. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all that good stuff. One place I haven't been, and I'll honestly say I hope I don't end up there. But you never know. You never know where bait making can take you, right? So here we go. This is probably the easiest step, but just don't mess it up, right? So now we're just going to fill the mold up. We're going to fill it all the way completely, and if you overfill it, it's not a real big deal, but yeah, that's about it. You can see how liquidy that stuff is. You want it to run. This also takes quite a while. You don't want to pour it too fast because it'll overflow. This is where you learn if your table is level or not.
Billy Price says you are a total construction worker. You'll have that in these big jobs.
Yep. So there, I overfilled that one a little bit. I got a little eager on it.
Heaps.
That's all right. But if you overfill it like that, you can pinch it off, and nobody will ever know otherwise. Yeah, I'm a construction worker. Damn right. So as I said last week in the live stream, you know, somebody was giving me hell about ventilation. Yeah, as you guys can tell, the hotter the plastic you get it, the more it puts off in fumes.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of it on here.
Can you see it on the film on that? Yeah.
A little bit. Not near as much as is actually there, but you can see some of it.
Right.
Nicholas is watching.
Old Nicholas Holt.
Yep.
Get fancy with it. So we're going to, actually at this point, probably before you start pouring your third layer, you can kill the griddle, turn it off, because, you know, molds are already hot. They don't need to be sitting there with heat. And what takes the second longest time is for all this to cool off. I'm going to expedite it tonight so you guys can see what these look like. And they are pretty see-through. So this is not my normal concoction for Ozark shad, but they are very see-through, which is usually good for swim baits. So you can see how it's over poured here on this top edge. It's a little too much. Literally what I will do is let it cool off, get it completely cold. Before I will split the mold, I will literally take my finger and kind of push against that edge and just pinch that plastic off. And it's simple as hell.
Sean asked us, the cost of these go up because of the process.
The cost of these go up because you can just see. Now, I didn't mix any color. I already had my color ready to go. You know, it was just put it in the microwave and go, go, go. If you're sitting here and you have to, all right, 3 different cups. You know, you got to vacuum each one. It's labor. Okay, that is what makes these so much more time consuming. These haven't even cooled down. They're not even ready to come out of the mold. Literally, I would have to set these off to the side and wait 45 minutes for them to cool off before I can pull them out of the mold. Then I got to put eyes in them, and you got to bag them up, and all this other stuff. So normally what I do, I'll let these sit here for a little bit, and I don't recommend doing this, but I'll let these cool on down, all right, because they are at over 212 degrees, I'll let them sit and cool off for 10, 15 minutes. And then I'll literally go put a little water in the tub and set them in there. If you were to do that right now, you're going to have boiling water in your tub because these things are, well, 350 degree plastic went into them, and they're at least 212 degrees or higher. So, you ever seen what's that when you put a turkey in a deep fryer when it's frozen?
It's frozen, yeah.
That's not good. How good is your house insurance? I guess that's the question. How does the tail action look in the water? These things, who's that, Mr. Jones? These things are phenomenal on the action. I'm not trying to do a sales pitch here, okay?
Here, Danny did it for you.
Danny did it? See, okay. Straight from him. What did he say? Is he giving me shit?
No, he said they're awesome in the water. Even have a little head wobble.
Yeah, they are nice, all right? I'm not a swim bait guy. I make them. I'm starting to throw them, okay? But the paddle tail does exactly what it does. The whole bait rocks side to side, and even the head's got a little... They look good. A lot of people like to make these in a craw tube blend, all right? Plastisol craw tube. That's a little too stiff, I think, for the action. Are they durable? Yeah, they'll last a lifetime. But you lose the action. They're not flexible enough to do what they intend. And man, they look good. You get some of these loaded up in pearls and highlights and, you know, all that fancy stuff. I don't care if the fish ain't gonna bite it. I'm gonna keep throwing it because it just looks good in the water. I go down to the lake just to throw a swim bait and watch it swim.
Somebody asked earlier where you got your pouring jugs, but I don't know if they're talking about Pyrex.
Where I got, so the Pyrex Cups, well, these are not Pyrex. These are the Anchor. They're the Walmart knockoff. They work just fine. As long as you got glass cups that are microwavable safe. All right. As far as these, if you're asking about these, go to Walmart. These are 2.5 gallon jugs. All right, they're nice. You can shake your plastic up in it. And that is one thing I did not mention. The very first thing is make sure your plastic is shaken up and consistent, as you probably could have saw on one of my previous posts from today. We got.
This is 10/0 underneath.
Okay, the hook. 10-aught owner hook, Swimbait hook. Fits these 6-inch baits perfect. You can do an 11, you can do a 9. 10 is perfect. 10's kind of hard to find, I've found out in all of our local stores. So I'm going to put all this. All right, now you see how much color we used? I mean, it's not the material price. I think if I mix, I can probably get 4 runs out of 1 cup. I'll probably run out of this bottom one first because it uses the most. It's not the material price. It's the labor. It's the knowledge. It's, you know, the molds. Yeah, you got mold price. But I got to go let these sit for 30, 45 minutes. Really, if you're on your game, depending on how many molds you've got 1 run per hour. All right, there's 4 baits per hour. $2 a piece? I don't think so. I'm not down here for $8. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys.
They're much cheaper if you come make them.
Yeah, if you want to come make them yourself, by all means. Mitch. Gus. You all keep, now we need to come make baits. Put your money where your mouth is. So, I am going to, I don't need that. One thing I like to do before I transport these, right, these are still blazing ass hot. Is I will take it and literally angle them to see if the plastisol moves. If it moves, don't touch it, don't move it. You know, if it's still liquidy, so there, nothing moves, right? So we're good. Some people put 2 clamps on their stuff. I just do 1. Make sure it's tight before you do this. And away we go. I'll be right back. All right. Can you fill that up with water? I'll get all this. Just get it up a little bit on the. So, oh, you can hear that. That's my quarters, right? I needed those to keep the hot plate nice and level. I get a lot of questions on this. air clamp. All right, that's just another one in there. Made it myself. If you want me to make you one, I guess I can do it. That won't be very timely, but they're if you're going to get into injection, even if it's one clamp, do it. Just do it. It's well worth the time. I can't express how nice it is. We got a stepping stool in the way. All right, so I'm going to just shut up here and let you guys see the brand new mold. Okay, this is one, if you're a bait maker, you've probably seen a lot of. This is an awesome mold. It is not a cheap mold. This is a 3-slot. A lot of people have been asking for jig trailers, right? Jig trailers, big thing. So I got the Terror that I showed off last weekend. The Menace, whatever you want to call it. This one, this is gonna be similar to the Rage Crawl. Did you see it? Huh? All right, here we go. This is 3-shot. There we go. A big old flapping 4-inch ecto crawl is what the mold is actually called. I need to come up with a name of it. So there you go. Come up with a name for this bait. You want to see what it looks like? Of course you do. Let's not do that one. It's got a little flashing on it.
What's his name?
Here we go. All right, everybody loves the color. What's the color called? It's called Juicy, huh?
How many minutes is this thing?
I don't know. What was it, a 4-cupper?
Yes.
Here we go. All right, I'm gonna shut up and let you guys see this. There you go. That's a 4-inch. Those paddles will do a lot of action. No, it is not butt flap Danny Johnson, not butt flap number 2. But we need a name for the actual mold. That's in the color Juicy. So it's purple on one side, green pumpkin with copper on the other. I've got it, and we're gonna make some more here tonight. This is just my green pumpkin blue, or whatever you wanna call it. Bluegill Flash. All right, these are gonna have a lot of action in the water. Just a big honking jig trailer, right? It looks good in that Juicy. I've shown that to 2 or 3 people. That's about it.
He's gonna take pictures of it today.
Huh?
Did you get pictures of that?
Yes, we did get pictures of that today. Almost missed it, actually.
Did you almost miss it? It's
Literally
sitting right there.
packing up, and I was like, oh crap, new mold. Crawdaddy, Osage Crawl. What's up, Brian? I didn't know he's tuning in. God damn old meathead's watching me. Son of a bitch. Killer Crawl, we got all sorts of. Sorry, I look like an idiot looking at the damn screen. How much is the air clamper vise? How much would I sell it for, or how much did it actually cost me? I'll tell you how much I'm gonna sell it for.
Oh,
So you check that out.
I got you. Crawl. Where do we go to buy something?
Alrighty, the question that always gets brought up, which, hey, I like it, right? It's a hobby, it's not a business. I guess it kind of is a business, whatever. On this page right here, Riley Phillips Fishing. Okay, now I can do my sales pitch because we got the swim baits out of the way. Please go like the page, you know, get some followers, get some subscribers. Let's get this thing as high as we can, right? Facebook's like, yeah, you're doing a good job, but we need more. So, follow the page, like the content. Hey, share this damn video.
You can do it right now.
Right now. Do it. Share it. Maybe we give. Nah, I'm not gonna give away no baits tonight. I got packages ready to go out tomorrow. It's ridiculous. Been down here all damn day. Squirrels. Forgot what I was talking about. The air vise.
Yes.
Yeah. How much is it to make? Half of what retail is. What's retail? I don't know. $350, $400, something like that. It's very nice. Very, very nice.
Oh, how do you supply the air? There's a little bitty air tank down here. So this is a rock lobster.
Rock lobster. Hey, it could.
And where'd you go? There it is.
Quiet guy.
Doop. Little bitty feller.
So, Bluegill Flash, we're going to continue with it. Very popular color.
Thanks, Jay.
We are going to make that in this crawl colored creature bait thing with jigger, whatever the F you want to call it. And the brush beaters.
She's full of.
She's full.
She's full.
A lot of sap.
Did you put a little extra in there? A little full, a lot of sap.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of remelts I found over the years.
Years.
Right. But yes, the air clamp is very, very
Doing very many at a
nice.
time. Yes.
And what you see me doing here is I'm moving the back portion that slides to allow more or less molds. The air clamp itself stays in one spot, but the back here I can slide back and left, back and forth. You know, I'll get 7 of my brush hog molds in here, and she's pretty full. It takes it like a champ. She's pretty full.
Russ Hamilton says, swim bait in juicy. Lord, yes.
Whew! I don't know if that'd work very good.
You've got something similar.
Because in order to get kind of the sweet tea look, you'd have to try to mix them together. I don't know if that'd work very well. I mean, it's worth a shot.
You can just, like, get all messy.
Get the dual injector out, just shove them in there. Oh, yes, one other thing. New to the bait cave. You guys have seen pictures of it. All right, this has gotten a lot of funny reactions. No, that looks like crap. Don't show them that one. That's in the giveaway pot.
It's those colors.
And if you guys ordered something and it's already basically ready to go out the door, it's sitting upstairs ready for the ups man to come get it. Our goodie box is about empty. There's about 3 or 4 of you that got more in the goodie box than what you ordered. So I better get a good review on Yelp or if that's a thing or not. I don't know. So this thing showed up in the mail, right? Ladies, don't get excited. All right.
You got excited.
Oh, I got excited. You know what I'm talking about. We got the Mondo injector. This thing holds a whopping 2 cups of plastic. This is a 16-ounce injector, all right? It barely even fits on the screen. For your reference, here's a 6. Boys, size matters. Don't let her tell you no different. She knows. Why do you think she's living here? Woo!
So great when you can reach things on the top shelf and not have to get on a steppy stool.
So that's the Mondo injector. I got that from Quality Injectors More. That was about 165 bucks. Is it worth it? Why do you need one so big for? Well, fellas, you could use another inch, couldn't you? Anyway.
Mr. Mossy, yep, you got one of the good goodie bags.
Who did?
Mr. Mossy. Ryan Mossy.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you need one for? Okay, like I said, I got brush hog molds. 7 of them, right? I would have to fill this up twice in order to shoot all 7 in one shot. That creates a lot of plastic left over in your injector every time you suck up and shoot it. All right, so you get a lot of remelt down the road. Okay, every time you suck this up, you are potentially getting air. You're potentially losing, you know, baits because the quality is not there. You could flash. You could even not get baits full because it just literally freezes up. So with the big one, I can line up multiple molds. It doesn't have to be all brush hogs. It can be all sorts of stuff. And if as long as it's a single color like Bluegill Flash, I can bang out a lot of baits real quick. You think 2 cups of plastic just to suck that thing full? You better be planning on making a lot of stuff because you're going to run out of plastic real quick. You know, with that thing, I'll probably whip out the Presto pot and put 2 gallons of stuff in it and just go to town. Now, the downside to that, you're able to shoot a lot faster. Well, that's the good side. The downside is your molds are going to get hot real quick. So you got to figure out a way to cool them off, which is something I'm going to start looking into is cooling plates. There's not a lot out there about cooling plates. How would you guys like a little how-to or video or something about cooling plates? I mean,
does anybody have a mill?
Does anybody have them? Yeah. I need to make them, literally make them myself. So, I do not need the dual injector. Thought I'd let you guys see the big old Mondo injector. We got people talking. You need to be on that end.
Oh, there's a couple of big chunks in there.
Oh, this looks so good.
Yep, we are getting ready to inject some right now.
Okay.
Sean says you're going to need a bigger vise.
No, I really don't. You guys have got to see this.
Just so that
Bluegill Flash, I put a video up earlier. I don't know if you guys can see this. But that just, I mean, it's hard to get that.
Flip it.
There you go. It's hard to get this in the baits to see on camera. They're in the baits. They look like this in the baits. Yeah. I mean, how could you not? It gives you a willy.
It needs to be on one of those so satisfying videos. Just sit and let it watch.
Oh, you just sit there and just watch it bubble.
Just let it go.
It looks good.
No, the price does not go down since the big injector makes it faster.
No, it does not. No, it does not. We gotta pay for the new injector. What's got everybody talking here?
Sean Ford says, wow.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can sit here and just watch this.
Mark Miller says he's gonna need that color.
Well,
you know how to order.
Mark Miller's he got them right there, man. Know. They're hanging for you. Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
Show them all the juices. You know, I got them in the brush beaters and stuff. And
juices.
We got all sorts of goodies. All right, so here we go. Injection time. We're gonna stuff her full. So with these three molds that I've...
color.
What's that?
Norb says that's a cool color.
It is a damn cool color. This one, the one that looks even better, and I'm just plum pearl. All right, there's a video somewhere on my Riley Phillips fishing page where I did the same thing. Got this nice and hot, washed the bubble, that plum pearl. Oh.
And the copper top.
Oh.
The copper for the copper.
That was good. I mean, I'm not here for it. I'm just here to sniff the fumes and look at the pretty colors. There we go. We're gonna suck her up.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a kaleidoscope.
So that's the crawl mold. One beaver. Unfortunately, this small injector is still big enough to do this, but barely. One tip. Give her just the tip. These guys, if you do injection, top off the sprue, the opening where you stick this injector, because this plastic, when it cools off, will literally draw down into the mold. If you do not have enough plastic in the sprue, when it draws down, it will draw down into the bait. Then you get an air pocket in the nose of the bait. No bueno.
David Woodard asked to show the back portion and the screws.
What's that?
On the mold, I think. You want to see the back portion
of the air clamp?
Oh, maybe the clamp, yeah.
Sure. They're wanting to see, you know, how to make one. Hey, that's how I figured it out. I had to look at people's videos, look at stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Sure.
Oh, the name for the crawl: Check, Cash, and Crawl.
Check, cash, and draw. Cash money.
End up on
how many people we got tuning in? 147. Y'all are, thanks for tuning in. You're crazy. Looking at this redhead with, I need a haircut. What do you think? Think I should grow out a mullet? Think I should just let it, look at this. Woo! Live TV. Man, this light is like,
it's a little harsh. It's a little harsh.
A little vicious.
There you go.
Ooh, there we go. She's a little tough.
Hey, that works. That's a little better.
Is that better? I don't know. Whatever. As long as I can see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. 150 there for a minute.
150. That's all right. We're cool. We're good. Turn that little guy on. It don't matter. So what's up? What we got? No, you need the beard back. I'm not doing the goddamn beard.
Yeah,
right?
see? Jeremy's on my team. It's my boy.
Ain't doing no beard.
But it was so soft and luscious.
No. No. So anyways, back to bait making, what you guys are here to see. I think we're going to have to probably turn this back on.
Probably. We'll have to do
If I had a tan, it wouldn't be so bad.
We're going to figure out how to do that.
These are all angling AI molds. This is what I call the 4-inch brush beater. It is the stinger mold, for those of you that are curious, in Bluegill Flash. Ba-boom, there you go. Very good color. Very good color. There's one. What do we got here? What's up, Mr. Sean Forrest? Great show, having fun and making baits. That's right, that's what we're here for. Comedy, making baits, Sunday night. Well, I guess you don't have to go to work tomorrow. Lucky SOB. I gotta get up at, I don't know, 4 or whatever, drive to Kansas City.
Jake Hoffman says, yeah, you look a little bit like a ghost.
I know, it's wintertime, man.
That's usually my job.
Yeah, she's the pasty one. Okay.
She'll let him show it all.
I don't care. I've done showed you how to make hand pour swim baits. I mean, it's pretty much giving you the keys to it. All right, they're going to see this.
Yes, Dave, we can do just about anything in Blue Fleck.
Blue Fleck? Yeah.
Kevin Jones says you need more beer.
I need more what? Beer?
More beer.
Yeah. So there you go, boys and girls. If that don't look good, you need to give it up, all right? I'll just be honest with you. If you don't like that...
Taylor Barton asks, is that a watermelon with a blue highlight?
No, that is a green pumpkin. That is a green pumpkin with a highlight. Alright, you want to see the damn air clamp. I'll let you all see the damn air. I'll let you know my little trade secrets, alright?
Ready to see the swimmies.
Backside. So it's all it is. Sorry, it's dirty. It's just a 80-20, alright? That's where I got all my stuff from. Pretty simple. Got the T-handle clamp. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There you go. Hope you had a screenshot. That's all you get.
Michael asks, how do you make scented?
How do you make scented? You add scent to the baits when you put them in the bag. You do not put scent in your plastic. So whenever you put your baits in your bag, your Ziploc bag, whatever, you put a few drops of whatever scent you want in the bag, shake it up, send it out. And the baits will soak that scent in.
They don't really have a choice.
They have no choice.
That scent is so stout.
Yeah.
No, we do not have any lizard molds right now.
She is correct. She's my production manager, all right? She is the chef, production manager, shipping manager, back rubber. What else do you do? No, she makes baits. I could hand this over to her and go.
You're at work.
Yeah. Speaking of making baits, I bet those swim baits are probably nice and cool.
They're not bad.
Huh?
They're not bad. They're hand touchable. Not even chef hands. Regular hands. Josh Midget said he votes for lizards too.
Who does?
Josh Midget.
Josh who? I mean, which Josh? Wisdom?
No. Midget?
Josh Midget? Okay. Lizards? Yeah, I know. Baby brush hogs, all that good stuff.
People keep telling him I'm a keeper. I'm glad more people keep reminding him, Sean.
Who says you're a keeper?
Sean Forrest.
Oh. Take her. Oh, I got a bad look on that one. All right, so here we go. Drum roll.
Taking your dog with me.
Don't take my dog. She took the truck and the dog. Don't take my boat.
You mean a terrible country
Do
song.
not take my boat.
Your dog and your boat and your truck.
You take my boat. You might as well just go ahead and start digging the grave.
Plans for a watermelon red flake. I'm sure we've got some of those hiding somewhere.
Watermelon red flake? Yeah, I made them. I shipped them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I got
And
some
watermelon
extra.
green.
I do have watermelon red flake in the beavers. Watermelon red, watermelon green.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mache. I'm terrible for butchering names. Josh Mache.
Okay, swim bait time. So I over poured this one a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. So all you do to get rid of that is I would literally take my finger and pinch it against the mold. And then it comes right off. So another little tip. So here we go, swim bait. I do not know how these look. These look a little bit too transparent for my taste, but we will see.
I said, let's get a lizard vote going. You still accepting molds?
The pearl in the middle is a little strong. Remember how light that pearl was that I put in there? See how strong it is? A little bit goes a long ways. So I need to darken the back up a little bit. This is just kind of a trial and error. I wasn't going to say these were going to be perfect. But there you go. I do not sell any crappie lures at this time. So yeah, very transparent bait. Very transparent.
So somebody said they were just starting how to figure out pricing and all that.
Oh, that's a slippery slope. So there you go. It's almost a trout look. The back needs to be. I'm not very happy with him. I'll be honest, people. I'm not very happy with him. But there you go.
I think that's part of it.
That's hey. How many times does it take to get it right? Here's number one. All right. I could have made sexy shad. I could have made one of my colors that I normally make, but I want to try something a little different. Yeah, I can see right through that bait, no problem. That's okay. You always want to start light. You can go darker. You can't go from dark to light. Once you go too dark, that's it. So there we go. So hopefully there were some good tips on how to do it. The coloring, the end result is not quite what I was hoping for. But that's all right. Those will probably go in the goodie bag. I'm not even going to open the rest of them because I know what they look like. Yeah, those will catch. Those will catch fish. I mean, they just need to be a little darker. They were a little bit darker. So anyways, I kind of disappoint in that one. Good job, Phillips.
Do you have any trout worms?
Do I have any what?
Trout worm?
No. Trout worm?
Norm says it still looks good.
Oh yeah, I mean they look good.
It's all good.
I have high expectations for myself, and I often fall short. Will I ever get a 3-inch swim bait mold? Never say never. Sure can. Danny Johnson says he'll buy them for $1 a piece. All right, bidding war, and go.
Wait, a 3-inch swimming should be $3.
Will you ever get a 3-inch? No, he says I'll buy them for $1 a piece. These, because I don't like them.
Yeah.
Work my ass off for $4.
How about throwing them in a nitro?
What do you say?
Throw them in a nitro.
Who's that? Mitch? Your ass supposed to come over here and make your own baits. No, I haven't priced your mold that you want. I've been busy shipping baits and whatnot.
Do you have a jackhammer trailer?
No. Well, I mean, that's just a small. No, I do not at this time. Russ says $3 a piece. Give me two. We got a bidding war going on.
These might end up more than normal.
Yeah, if it goes over $6, we might do this more often.
Where's that buy now button?
Oh, that's all good. I hopefully, you know, the big thing was to show you guys the process. Hopefully, if you want to get into it, there's some good tips, tricks. And if you guys got questions on how to do stuff, I by no means am a master. I've been doing this for about a year myself. But, you know, I was a little intimidated, whatever you want to call it, getting started. It's different. It's way different. Hand pour is a whole nother animal. Injection, you just want to make sure you don't flash the damn thing. You make your colors and that's it. What do you got?
I'm lost here. Oh, he said if the fire red jackhammer trailer available, even if it ordered 100. You just don't have a jackhammer mold, do you?
I would have to look into what he's talking about. Jackhammer trailer. I'm not really 100% sure what you're talking about there. I know the only jackhammer I know is the chatterbait. Right.
Yeah, color's not an issue. Just
No.
if we have the bait to
If you're
or
looking
the
for a
mold to make
certain
the actual
profile,
bait.
yeah, if you're looking for a certain profile bait, send me a picture of it. Shoot me a message, and if you want to order, whatever, shoot me a message to this Riley Phillips Fishing.
It's like a Blade Runner.
Blade Runner? No, I don't have that. Sure. Still, send me a picture of it. If you want pricing on anything or questions on how to do stuff, whatever, send me a pretty cool meme. I don't care. Send me a message. That is tight. she says.
What did you do? Tear it up?
I got a little piece of plastic in there that just won't come out.
Well,
Ta-da!
oh, Danny says the trimmer is a good jackhammer trailer.
The trimmer, yeah. If it's going on a... I don't have any trimmers sitting here, but it's the Menace. Won't bullshit you. They're on the far wall, probably. Ta-da-da-da. So there you go, Bluegill Flash. Boom! She's digging for a trimmer, as I call it. Or, sorry, a terror. I'm calling those a terror, alright? I said trimmer in the last live stream.
Still saying trimmer.
Too much going on. Terror.
Okay.
Beat it into myself.
So, like this kind of little dude that we've got.
That's 3.5 inches.
And we can definitely do that in any
Good day
color.
in Danny's book. Woo! He's like, that's the son of a...
So, yeah. 6-inch swim bait price. They are $6 a piece.
$1 an inch.
$1
an inch for good ones. I'll have to show you some good ones because those...
These aren't bad.
I mean, every guy around, you're shoot, guys have been around for a long time making swim baits. You're gonna mess some up just to learn the colors.
Brian Dorich says, can you make crawls in the color like the beavers you made him?
Yes. I made them for you. You never come got them. They're still sitting over there, actually. Oh, meathead.
Oh, those.
Yeah, that's them. The ones that have been sitting over there collecting dust.
Do we need to melt them down and make them into something new?
I can, yeah. I can melt them down and make them into that. I literally can. I got another shot here for the reheat. What else you got there? What's DJ say?
Comes Lou. Says, would you make up my mind? What he wants. Just order everything, Danny.
Yeah, I still need to make some more for Danny. Was in the trimmer, whatever the hell.
You should just call them trimmers because that's what you keep calling them.
No.
You were consistent through that entire live stream.
I was consistently messing up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to go like the Riley Phillips fishing page, get more followers, so we can get more crazy stuff going on. Also, I do have a YouTube page. All right. Same thing, Riley Phillips Fishing. I'll post a link when this live stream is over. This is hot. Don't touch it with your bare hand. Who else we got tuning in? Mr. Freeman, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Dan, give out some shout outs here to some people. Any swim baits in the baby bass or trout? You know, I just might be able to hook them. That's warm too. I might be able to hook a brother up. Mr. Murphy says, what is the name of the new crawl so I know what to call them when I order a whole bunch of them? I don't know. Hey, give me some ideas. So, we got... Damn girl, man. Baby bass. All right, so the ones I'm going to start making from now on, same two colors, but I'm going to put a black lateral line down the middle of it. Reminds me, I need to order some more eyes. I am like out of all my eyes. Another reason, all right, just to put eyes. It's what? It's 8 o'clock. That's all right. I'm just saying.
Be your timekeeper.
The putting the eyes in the baits is like damn near $1 on its own.
And a pain in the ass.
Oh, they're a pain in the ass for you.
End up like this.
Yeah,
Fingers
super
all
glue.
glued together.
They got a super glue. I found that out. So there you go. Those look good. Those look good. Travis, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Hey. Later got to work. Yeah, I hear you, man. I got to get up early in the morning, too. I am running out of pegs. This is a problem. I've made so many baits. Most of these I need to take down. because they've been hanging for a while. Bass Busting Crawl, that is a good name. Yeah, is it bad if on your Christmas wish list for the family you put pegs for pegboard? Woo!
There you go. I got
We can hang some stuff. This is where the duals come in real handy. Now I'm just going to start hanging stuff. What the hell is that? I don't even remember making that. Blue and brown?
That would be your like hematoma blue and some green pumpkin.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
With like some violet highlight.
Ned baits? Do not have any Ned baits at this time. Running out of pegs is a good problem. Yes, it is. I got baits hanging up everywhere. I won't sit here and let you guys look at this while I read. Can I see the swim bait again? I missed it. Had to put the kids to bed. Yes, I can show it to you. I'm not very happy with it, but I can show it to you. Just a quick second. So it needs more color. It's too transparent, too light. But the bottom, come on, light, work with me. The bottom is just a clear with holographic. The middle is just a purple pearl, and the back is supposed to be a black with a violet highlight. It needs more color. That's all I can. It needs to be darker, not by much, not by much. A little bit goes a long ways. I started off too light, and that's what you're going to have to do when you do these hand pours. Start light, go dark. If you go dark first thing, you're done. That's it. You can't go back. Just a learning process. Just a new color. Just have to do it. Stingers. Beavers? What? That's what these are, stingers. That's what people call them. The people in the bait making world. Stingers.
Chris Miller says thank you. That was fun to watch.
Yes, I hope it's informative. That's the main reason for this live stream. We don't have, there's not near as many people tuning in because it's more of an informative live stream tonight instead of a comedy. I mean, everybody tunes in for a giveaway. Y'all like free stuff.
You know, who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't like free stuff? But hopefully, if you guys see people posting questions about, hey, how do I get into hand pouring or whatever, send this video their way. There's a lot of little tips like what to set the heat griddle to, what to do with your vacuum chamber, just little stuff like that. A lot of people just, it's such a small aspect that it just gets blown over by a lot of people. But it is a very important detail. If you don't have that just right,
Billy
your
Press
baits will not.
He tunes in for your knee slapping humor.
For my knee slapping humor? Woo! You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. I guarantee you I know what's not going to go in. Hey! I got a hell of a look from the woman on that one. What do we got here? Swimmer's question. Could you cut off the top two layers and reheat and add darker colors? No. So that's the whole purpose for the griddle. You'll have to turn that thing a little bit. That's the whole purpose for the griddle, is to get the mold hot, to get those layers to bond. All right. If those layers do not bond, you can do that. Literally peel them out, peel them apart. That's called cold cracking. All right. You put a hook on that thing and you try to throw it. The first time you throw it, it's going to turn into confetti. All three colors are going to go everywhere. So that's the reason for the heat griddle, to heat that aluminum mold up, to keep everything up to temperature. So as you're pouring it, they all go together. If you were to just have that aluminum cold, pour your first layer in there hot, it would start setting up like that. You pour the next layer on it, they're not gonna bond. One thing I forgot to mention is if you are doing it silicone. All right, heat gun. If you're going to do open pour molds, I should have brought this up earlier, sorry. You're going to want one of these. These are a lifesaver. This can save your baits. What you do in silicone is you have to use a heat gun between every layer. You know, they pour your first layer in there, then you got to use your heat gun, heat the plastic back up. But you got to be careful. Don't heat up the silicone too much, because then it will start cracking and dry out, and then your mold is basically done.
So Jesse said he looks forward to the show on Sundays.
The show on Sundays, yes, every Sunday, 7 o'clock, as long as I'm able to come down here, as long as there's not something else going on in my life, which really there's not. I'm just a slave to the bait cave.
Just on Sundays.
Just on Sundays. I was down here all day.
Your friend Nicholas said, how do I catch more fish?
Nicholas,
Oh.
how do you catch more fish? You get in the boat with me. Riley's Guide Service. Speaking of which, we need to talk about the spring trip. How do you catch more fish? You throw my stuff, all right? Quit throwing all that other crap. And hey, if you get pictures, I love to see you guys catching baits on my stuff. I mean, everybody does. It's just a cool thing, you know. First time I caught a fish, it was at Okeechobee on my own bait. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Right. Russell Crane said, what plastic should you get started?
What plastic should you get to get started? For injection, usually so they go by blends, right? Let's throw a company out there. There's a company called Dead On Plastics. They're out of Michigan. They've got what they call a black bucket blend and a white bucket blend. The black bucket blend is plastic that sinks. The white bucket is what they call their floating blend. It will technically float. So in that black bucket blend, which is what you are mostly going to use, they have about 6 different layers. Finesse, worm, jerkbait, crawl, saltwater, and harder than piss. All right, worm is kind of your standard density. That's how hard the bait is.
Your friend Andy's watching.
My friend Andy. I got lots of Andys. Zeller? What's up, Zeller? Nice looking garage. I go by it all the damn time when I'm going to work. Down here just slinging plastic, sniffing fumes, having a good old time on the old Facebook Live.
My mom is going to be tired.
This is the backside, but there you go. Yeah, I'm about out of plastic. We'll get there. We will get there. Oh, I bet the dogs are going nuts. But yeah, make sure you guys share the video. If you're watching still, share it to groups, share it to all that sort of stuff. Like the Riley Phillips fishing page. You know, what's the next milestone? 2,000 likes on Facebook probably? We'll do another giveaway, whatever. YouTube's only up to about 160 some people. It's hard to get people to subscribe on YouTube. So that's that. Make sure to stir your plastic before every shot. Get that flake. If you don't, the flake will settle to the bottom. And you won't have a good, consistent bait. This might be it. But I hope you guys, you know, I helped you along with the hand pour. It can be intimidating. Hell, this whole bait making process can be intimidating. You know, getting into the soft plastic market or bait making, whatever you want to call it, the hobby. It's a lot of money up front. You know, you're going to need to drop 500 bucks, you know, for a good single mold setup. It buys a lot of baits. Do I make money doing this overall? I keep buying too much crap. But it's a good hobby. It keeps my ass off the Xbox. And it gets me out to meet you guys. I've sent baits all over the country, something I wouldn't have done before. So it's pretty cool. I like that aspect of it. And we get to come live right into your door. I mean, careful when you do that, because you don't want to bottom out and blow your plunger off the end. Then your injectors jump. Haven't done that yet. We pretty much out of plastic. We is pretty much out. All right, here's another tip for you guys, new beginners. This is something I had to beat into her head. When you're done, don't peel the plastic off when it's hot. You want this stuff to cool off, get to room temperature. Because if you peel it off now, all the goop, the sticky stuff will be stuck to your cup. If you let it cool off, get completely cold, when you peel it off, the flake, the plastic, the goop, all that stuff will come right off. And you don't even need to wash your cup. It is squeaky clean, ready to go. So it's tempting when it's hot to peel it all down, stick it in there, just set it over here and come back tomorrow morning.
It's also tempting to fill it up with water and soap and let it soak.
Yeah.
And that is the absolute worst thing you can do. Because it's so hard to get scrubbed off.
If you really love to clean stuff, bait making is for you, because you are always cleaning shit. All your Pyrex, all your injectors. Because if you don't keep your stuff clean, you're going to put a part of the last shot in the next shot. You're going to have two different looking baits.
Philip Murphy says you need to meet up and fish when he comes back down here.
Yeah. That is something I've been rolling around in this big ugly head of mine. So, that's kind of warm. I get my glamour shot here. Big Bass Bash is an event down here, central Missouri, at Lake of the Ozarks, every spring and fall. This year, they're still doing that, but they are adding Truman Lake. So there's probably going to be a lot of people. Who would want to go fish the bash with me? You want to go fish it?
You're always trying to get me to go with you.
We're going to fish the crappie tournament.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Just a thought. I fished it with my boy Danny. You know, I just hit him up and be like, hey, let's go. So, I mean, if I do it, if there's this if thing, I haven't made my mind up yet. I know. This price is like, pick me. I mean, yeah, we find a place to stay, all that good stuff, and la-di-da. So I think the tournament is usually in May. No, help me out. March? No, not March. I think it's in May, in the spring. And typically middle of October in the fall. Of course, you'd have to live around Missouri, all that good stuff. I'm not going to fly you in. I don't make that many baits. Call, I know Jay would do it. You'd do anything for a Klondike bar. Don't spit your wine up.
You've got to call a bait Klondike bar now.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Hey, $20 is $20. You ever see that meme? I can't put that one up. It's not exactly PG-13. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is nuts. I mean, we've been doing this live stream. I went back, all right? I've been looking to see how these live streams have been doing. Last week was phenomenal. This week didn't get there, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. But I started live streaming in, I think, August, September, somewhere in there. Boy, I would have about 8 or 9 viewers at most at one time. I'm getting nervous on me now. 8 or 9, all right? And now we're getting over 100, 200. I mean, it's great. I love doing this, interacting with you guys, you know, building, I wouldn't say building a fan base, but, you know, building a community, whatever you want to call it. I am going to have a website coming up hopefully soon. I'm probably going to make another fishing page that is, or sorry, another Facebook page that is Bait Cave Customs. It's going to be the business page. Probably convert this Riley Phillips fishing back into my crazy adventures on the water. Kind of separate. So now I have 3 damn pages to manage. So be on the lookout for that. I'll announce it when I do the Bait Cave fishing page. What do we got here?
Billy said he was watching when you had 7 people.
Hey.
Loyal
see, man?
there.
That's cool. Danny, Billy, I mean, Jeff, some of these guys, it's going places, all right? That's what I like to see. I like to see this thing grow. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm a humble dude. Don't take much to impress me. And this is one of them. So, let's bust these baits out. And thank you guys again. Hopefully the swim baits tutorial was a little educational. Sorry the baits didn't come out banging hot, you know, where everybody wants to pay a lot of money for them. They don't look the best, but we will work on that. So this is Bluegill Flash in the brush beater. It's a 4-inch bait. And then, of course, this next one, we need to come up with a name for this crawl. I have yet to see this thing in the water. I've seen a lot of people making it. And you can make it in some good-looking colors. Here's the other one. Need to come up with a name for it. That would be our assistant called Ranger. He eats all the food, gives all the snugs, and barks all the time. Alright. Are you going to cooperate or no? You are, come on. We gotta look good for the camera one last time. That's just a good bait. I can't wait to see this thing in the water. If you want a big, meaty trailer, I mean, even the body on this thing is thick, all right? That's what all the ladies like. There you go. I'm gonna be making a lot of these. Kraken crawl, that's, I don't, Guggen's got that, so I can't really do that. Ranger's crawl, there you go. Name one after the damn dog, Ranger crawl. We got lots of people saying that. We might just have a name, the old Ranger crawl. I don't know, the way everybody's backing out of Ranger boats on the pro side, we may not want to call it anything with Ranger on it. People be running from it.
Danny says, does he need to come and make a guest appearance?
Sure.
Yes.
Hey, I don't know if two big Sasquatches can fit in the camera though. We might have to get the wide angle.
I got this. We'll just put it sideways.
Boy, not very many, if any of you guys have met my buddy Gus. I fish with him. The ones that have probably met him would be like, oh, yeah, get that guy on camera. He's about 3 beers deep. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to sit back and watch the show myself. He's a funny guy. A lot of fun. Mitch, if Mitch is still watching, hey, you always want to come over and make baits. You probably don't want to have his ass on camera, but whatever. I'm here for fun. That is what I am all about. So, I think we're pretty well done shooting plastics for the night. So thank you guys again for tuning in tonight. We got to give them one more look at this. This just looks, oh, this looks good. Actually,
Klondike crawl.
Klondike crawl. I'll put this in my hand. These are already set up. But yeah, those look good. Oh, my hand, I can't twist my hand that way. There we go. You guys see something you want, place an order on. I'm shaking like I got the trimmers, look at that. Shoot me a message to this page. Please like this page. Go like the damn YouTube, all that good stuff. But I do all my orders right here on this page. Hopefully I have a website up soon. I've already seen my inbox kind of scrolling as I'm doing the live stream here. So
that's exactly what you said. Gus ain't gonna be PG-13.
Gus is not. Oh, Ron knows Gus real nice. Let's get a little American honey in here and we're gonna put the filter on. Yeah, Ron knows Gus
I'll hold
very
the beeper.
well. Yeah, he better have the beep beep. You smell what I'm stepping in, dog? All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna kill the live stream. We're gonna do this again next week on Sunday. Thank you guys for tuning in. I mean, this live stream is getting more and more and more people, and hopefully we just keep it growing. Share the content like the Riley Phillips fishing page. Get it out there. It's the only way we can make it go on up. So give me ideas for next week. What you guys want to see? We did the hand pour this week. A lot of people wanted to see how it was done, so we did that. And yeah, more injection. I don't think I've got any new molds coming for next week. So we got what we got. Yeah, unless y'all want to order me some more molds. I mean, hey, I'm all for it. We'll make it work. That's a couple of these. Hey, a couple of these are not purchased by me, but we'll work a deal out and see how many you want. All right, so the comments are still flying in. Yeah, can you PM? Yeah, you can PM me. I don't give a crap. Send me a picture. Whatever you want to. Show that last one again. All right. Little encore here. Show the last one again. This one just looks good. Well, if I put this in my
the BDC, the barking dog crawl.
The barking dog crawl. I think this one in my color Shiner, which is basically hematoma. Oh, that would look so good. So there you go. That is a green pumpkin on one side, purple on the other. These paddles ought to just, I don't have very good. Yeah, you know what they do. They're juicy. All right, that's why it's called juicy. Look good. Flappy flap, McFlappy flappers, McFlappy flappy face, whatever you want to call it. I ain't spelling that. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm rambling, so for the 51 of you guys that are still watching, tune in next week, and we'll do this crazy stuff again. That was juicy, is what I call that color there, James. So, unless you guys have got anything you want to discuss, we will. What do you want? I mean, we still got 40 people tuning in. What's up? You just waiting for me to hit the button? Is that what you're waiting on? That would look good, text it. Yeah, it would. Just throw it on a simple text, simple tungsten weight. Yes, that would look real good. Yes, Merry Christmas to you as well. All right, Norm, thank you. Juicy Craw, it's another good one. And yeah, we'll do this again next week, 7 o'clock. Hopefully that time works for everybody else. I'm gonna sign it off. Share the video. Go ahead, right down there. Hit the button. Bye. Love to see you next week. Bye.